السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله، الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. My dear fellow students, so in the last class we were discussing about the chapter named Wasiyatu Sa'ada, and we also have discussed the exercise part of that lesson. Now in this class we are going to move on to the next chapter, which is the fifth chapter of the textbook. Fifth chapter of the textbook. In page number 30, you can see the name of the chapter, which is خادم الرعية. خادم الرعية. الرعية. What is the meaning of الرعية? خادم الرعية. خادم means servant. الرعية means the shepherd, the person who walks with the flock of sheep, right? Arted in Malayalam we say خادم الرعية. Okay, so the servant of the shepherd. Let's see what is the story about. First one, so the first paragraph you can see يوما. يوما means one day. خرج خليفة عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله عنه. خرج means to get out or to start a journey. So one day Umar رضي الله تعالى عنه, he started his journey. So يبحث عن أحوال المسلمين, to search the situations of all the Muslims of his nation. So this is something that is taking place during the time of Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, when Umar radiallahu anhu was ruling the country. So Umar radiallahu used to walk through the streets of Medina to see whether any people is there in need, if anyone is in need of something. So he used to stroll through the streets of the Medina. So one day while walking, as usual, in the night, فَرَأَى خَيْمَةً, he saw a tent. خَيْمَة means tent. Okay, you can see the picture of a tent there, right? See, so فَرَأَى خَيْمَةً, so he saw a tent. وَسَمِعَ أَنِينَ إِمْرَأَةٍ, and you also happen to hear a cry. A woman is crying inside that. So Umar radiallahu anhu, he saw a tent and he heard a woman crying from inside. Aneen means crying in pain. Aneen means to cry in pain. When somebody is in some pain, they used to cry. So that cry, that particular cry is called Aneen. Aneen Imratin. So he heard a cry of a lady. وَشَاهَدَ رَجُلًا. So at that time, suddenly a man came. Shahada means to appear, to present. Shahada rajulan, a man came. فَسَأَلَهُ عَنْ حَالِهِ. So Umar radiallahu anhu then asked this man about his situation. Who is he? What is he doing? So the man said, فَقَالَ الرَّجُل, the man said, أَنَا مِنَ الْبَادِيَةِ, I am from the Badiya means, what do we say? The valley. In Malayalam we say Taivaram. Okay, so this is a person who is living in the desert. جئت أطلب النصر من الخليفة. I came. So this is not really, it's not a house. So this person is coming from somewhere because he is in need of some help from the Khalifa, from the ruler of the country. So actually the ruler of the country was Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, but this person doesn't know that the person who he was speaking to is Umar radiallahu anhu. He hasn't even seen him for even one time. So he don't know how Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu looked. So Umar radiallahu anhu asked, who is he and why are they here, from where they are? So the man said, Ana min al-Badiya, I am from the valley. جئت, I have came here, أطلب النصر من الخليفة, asking help from the king, from the Khalifa, from the ruler. Zawjati, what is the problem? What is the problem they are facing? Zawjati hamil. He says that my wife is pregnant. My wife is pregnant. She is carrying. وهي تقرب من الولادة, and she is very close to giving birth. So it's her time. She is the time for her delivery has been reached. So she is in very pain. ليس عندها نساء. So but there is no woman to help her. So for delivery during those time there wasn't any hospital and all. They used to deliver in the house only, but they used to have the help of woman itself. So as they were living in the desert, they didn't have any woman to help her. So that is the reason why this man came to Medina to ask the help of the ruler. Asra'a Umar. So hearing this thing, Umar radiallahu ta'ala, he didn't even say that I am the ruler of this place. So on hearing this, Umar radiallahu anhu, Asra'a means he hurried ila baytihi. He hurried to his house. فأخذ ثيابا وطعاما وقدرا, and he went to his house. He took some clothes. He took some food. Qidr means the pot or the vessel that we used to cook. He took a vessel. وسار مع زوجته, and he went to this place with his wife. So Umar radiallahu anhu, on hearing this, he went back to his house. He took plate, food, he took clothes, food, and pot or vessel to make food, and also his wife to this, and returned back to that place. لما وصل إلى الخيمة, when he reached the tent, so they returned back to the tent. So when he reached the tent, وضع عمر رضي الله تعالى عنه, عمر رضي الله عنه, وضع القدر على النار. Qidr means, we said, it's the vessel that we used to cook. Umar رضي الله عنه, when he reached the tent, he kept the vessel on the fire. He made the fire and kept this vessel to make the food on the fire. وأخذ ينفخ في النار. So during that time we don't have gas or cylinder or something, any kind of that. They used to blow into the fire, wood of fire, so that it raises. So Umar radiallahu anhu, he kept this vessel on that fire and started to blow on that. So that وأخذ ينفخ means to blow في النار, in the fire. والدخان يتخلل لحيته. And what happened? The smoke, dukhan means the smoke, يتخلل means it started coming, تخلل means to get mixed. It got mixed with his lihya means beard. Lihya means beard, tadi. So in short, the smoke came out and started mixing with his beard. Means it came on his face. Every time he blows, smoke comes to his face. وَزَوْجَتُهُ دَخَلَتِ الْحِيمَةِ. So Umar radiallahu anhu started cooking food. His wife went inside the tent. لِمُسَاعَدَةِ الْمَرْأَةِ, forward to help the lady. الَّتِي فِيهَا, the lady who is in pain of pregnancy. So his wife of Umar radiallahu anhu went inside the tent to help her. Then what happened? So until now, what all happened? So Umar radiallahu anhu, as is usual, he was walking through the street of Medina. He happened to see a tent. So tent, they don't used to live in a tent. So these are people, someone came from some other place. So this man, tent എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരു സ്ഥിരം താമസിക്കുന്ന സ്ഥലമല്ല, മറിച്ച് എന്താണ്, വേറെ സ്ഥലങ്ങളിൽ നിന്ന് തൽക്കാലം നമ്മൾ താമസിക്കുന്നതാണ് ടെൻ്റ് എന്നാണ്. പറഞ്ഞത് അള്ളാഹുനു ഇങ്ങനെ നടന്നു പോകുമ്പോൾ ഒരു ടെൻറ്റ് കണ്ടു. അപ്പോൾ ടെൻറ്റിൽ ആരുണ്ട്? ടെൻ്റ് എടുത്ത് വന്ന് നോക്കുന്ന ഒരു പെണ്ണ് കരയുന്നത് കണ്ടു, വേദന കൊണ്ട് കരയുന്നത് കേട്ടു. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു മനുഷ്യനെ കണ്ടപ്പോൾ ചോദിച്ചു, എന്താണ് അവസ്ഥ, എന്തിനാണ് ഇവിടെ വന്നത്? അപ്പോൾ എന്ത് പറഞ്ഞു? അവർ പറഞ്ഞു, അവർ ഒരു താഴ്വരത്ത് താമസിക്കുന്നവരാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഭാര്യ പ്രസവിക്കാനായി, പക്ഷേ സഹായിക്കാനൊരു സ്ത്രീയുമില്ല. അപ്പോൾ സഹായം ചോദിച്ച് ഈ നാട്ടിലെ മദീനയിലെ റൂളർ ഖലീഫയോട് സഹായം ചോദിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി വന്നതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? ഉമർ റളിയല്ലാഹു അൻഹു ഖലീഫ എന്ന് അവർക്ക് ഈ സംസാരിക്കുന്നത് ഖലീഫിനോടാണെന്നുള്ളത് അവർക്ക് തിരിഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല, കാരണം അവരിതുവരെ കണ്ടിട്ടില്ല. അങ്ങനെ പെട്ടെന്ന് കേട്ടപാടെ ഉമർ റളിയല്ലാഹു അൻഹു പോയി വീട്ടിൽ പോയി ഭക്ഷണവും പിന്നെ അതുപോലെ തന്നെ വസ്ത്രവും ഭക്ഷണം ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന പാത്രമൊക്കെ എടുത്തിട്ട് ഭാര്യനെ കൂട്ടി തിരിച്ചു. എന്നിട്ട് ഉമർ റളിയല്ലാഹു അൻഹു എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? ഭക്ഷണം ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന പാത്രമെല്ലാം തീമിൽ വെച്ചു. എന്നിട്ട് തീയൊക്കെ ഊതിയിട്ട് തീയൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ തുടങ്ങി. ഉമർ റളിയല്ലാഹു അൻഹുവിൻ്റെ ഭാര്യ എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? ഇതിലേക്ക് ടെൻ്റ് കയറി സ്ത്രീയെ സഹായിക്കുവാൻ വേണ്ടി കയറി. Then what happened? بعد برهة means after some time. برهة قليلة, after some time. قليلة means some. ولدت المرأة, the woman gave birth to a child. ولدت means to give birth to a child. ونادت الزوجة عمر رضي الله عنه. So on this occasion, what happened? The wife of Umar radiallahu anhu called Umar radiallahu anhu and said to him, Bashir ar-rajul bi-ghulam ya Amir al-Mu'minin. O Amir al-Mu'minin, O the leader of the Muslim, please inform the man that please inform the man about this happy situation. So what happened? ഇവിടെ എന്താ സംഭവിച്ച്? ഈ പെണ്ണ് പ്രസവിച്ചപ്പോൾ ഉമർ റളിയല്ലാഹു അൻഹു ഭാര്യ ഉമർ റളിയല്ലാഹു അൻഹു വിളിച്ചു പറഞ്ഞു, ആ പുരുഷനോട് എന്താ പറയുക, സന്തോഷം, ഈ കുഞ്ഞൻ ജനിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെന്ന് സന്തോഷ വാർത്ത അറിയിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി പറഞ്ഞു. ഓക്കെ, സോ വാട്ട് ഹാപ്പൻ? she called ഉമർ റളിയല്ലാഹു അൻഹു അമീർ അൽ മുഅ്മിനീൻ. സോ വാട്ട് ഹാപ്പൻ? تعجب الرجل حين عرف أنه أمام الخليفة. So on hearing this, the man he was shocked, he was astonished in knowing that he was standing in front of the leader, the ruler of that country. فخجل منه. He was, khajila means, what is khajila? So he was very much shy. So because he don't know how to talk with the leader, when he came to know that Umar radiallahu anhu was the person who was speaking was the ruler of the country, so he became shy and he asked Umar radiallahu anhu, lima fa'alta dhalika ya Amir al-Mu'minin? Why did you do all these things? Why did you do all these things by yourself? قال Umar. So Umar radiallahu anhu said, أنا مسؤول عن رعيتي أمام الله. I am the one who will be asked in the account of Allah. So Umar radiallahu anhu was the leader of the country, and it is a duty that Umar radiallahu anhu has got, and he will be asked about this in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, ثم أمر زوجته. Then Umar radiallahu anhu Umar radiallahu anhu called his wife and said to his wife, بِطْعَامِ الْمَرْأَةِ, to give the food to the lady which who have given birth that time. So Umar radiallahu anhu called his wife and asked to give food to that lady. وقال للرجل, and he said to that man, kum, stand up, وَكُلْ الْعَشَاء, and eat the dinner. Asha means dinner. وَتَعَالَ إِلَيَّ غَدًا, and tomorrow, the next day, come to me. تَعَالَ إِلَيَّ, come to me. غَدًا, ta'al means come, ilayya, to me, غَدًا, tomorrow. So Umar says, tomorrow you come to me. لعل الله ييسر لك عملا يصلح حالك. Maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make your life easy by giving you some kind of job. Maybe then he's saying that come to me tomorrow, maybe that I can give you some job so that your life become easy. وقال الرجل, so the man says في نفسه, in his he didn't say it loud, he said to himself that لا خوف على أمة يحكمها عمر, لا خوف على أمة, there is nothing that need to be afraid of, على أمة, on a people, where he's saying that the place where Umar radiallahu anhu is ruling, the people of that country no need to be afraid of anything. The place where Umar radiallahu anhu is ruling, the people of that country need not be afraid of anything, because Umar radiallahu anhu will take care of everything. So this is what the chapter says. And you can see in the green box, it's an hadith based on this, or not based on this, it's an hadith that Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. And based on this hadith, Umar radiallahu anhu is practicing in this chapter. What was the hadith? قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying, كلكم راع, كلكم راع, everyone is responsible. كلكم راع, everyone is responsible. وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته, and everyone will be asked about their responsibilities. Everyone is responsible and everyone will be asked about their responsibilities in the court of Allah. فالإمام راع وهو مسؤول عن رعيته, the leader of a place is responsible and he will be asked about his responsible in the court of Allah. So who are the, not just the leader of a country, even a father is responsible about the matter of his family. Mother is responsible about the matter of this family. So everyone has responsibilities in this world, and everyone will be asked about that particular responsibilities in the court of Allah. Okay, this is what we have to keep in mind. This is what this story or this incident conveys to us. Okay, so in short, I think you all have understood the chapter. We have then the glossaries, the meanings which we have already discussed in the chapter itself. Read it. If you have any doubts in any of the word meanings, you can ask me. Now, before concluding, let's do just one exercise, which is the first exercise of this chapter, which is the question answer. And what you have to do is you have to write this question answer in your notebook. Let's see. The first question is نجيب. Question answer. First one is لماذا خرج عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله عنه ليلا. What is the reason? For what reason did Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu came outside in the night? So what was Umar radiallahu anhu doing outside in the night? Next one. ماذا سمع عمر رضي الله عنه من الخيمة. What did Umar radiallahu anhu heard from the tent? So Umar radiallahu anhu heard something from the tent. What was that? Next one. ماذا قال الرجل لعمر رضي الله عنه. What did the man said to Umar رضي الله عنه? Next one. لما تعجب الرجل. What was the reason that made the man shocked or surprised? What was the reason? On hearing something, the man became surprised. What was that? Next one. من وضع القدر على النار وطبخ الطعام. Who kept the vessel on the fire and cooked the food? Who was the one who cooked the food? Who was that? And that is the question answer that you have to write. And I think we can do one more exercise, which is the second exercise. Very simple exercise. Man al-qail and waliman. Who is the speaker and to whom is this being spoken to? Let's see. First one. زوجتي حامل وهي تقرب من الولادة. My wife is pregnant and she is very close to deliver. She is very close to deliver. Who said this? Who said this and to whom was this being said? Yes, who was that? The man said this to Umar radiallahu anhu. Next one. أنا مسؤول عن رعيتي أمام الله. I am responsible about my duties in front of Allah. Who said this and to whom? Next one. لما فعلت يا أمير المؤمنين? Why did you do this, O أمير المؤمنين, or the leader of Mu'mineen? Why did you do this? Who asked this? Do this to whom? Next one. بشر الرجل بعلام يا أمير المؤمنين. Please inform the man about please inform the man about the baby, or the leader, or the leader of Mu'mineen. Who said this? Who said this and to whom? Next one. كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. Who said this? Who was the one who said this? لا خوف على أمة يحكمها عمر. There is nothing to be afraid of where Umar radiallahu anhu is ruling. Who said this? Okay, so these are the questions for the second question of this exercise. I think we can conclude with this part, this chapter here. The rest we can discuss in the next class. Until that, we have in the next class we have the live session, and you can ask the doubts which you have in hearing this video. Any doubts you can ask, and so that we can conclude today's session. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.